But because we are talking about children and how we help children navigate this incredibly difficult time, I want to go to Dr. Guo. Dr. Guo, what is your suggestion? What is your advice? How do we talk to our kids right now?
So first of all, I want to thank you, Nydia, for having us. And I also want to thank all the viewers for tuning in and giving attention to this very important topic. So I can totally understand how parents are struggling right now and they're worried. On one hand, you may want to talk to your children about it, but on the other hand, you may want to shield them from this hurtful experience. But like Anne was saying, whether your child is 8 or 18 years old, in all likelihood, they've probably already experienced this, and they probably will experience some version of this in the future. And so because of that, my advice is to really start the conversation and talk to your children about the coronavirus and the hate and racism. I can understand how that conversation might feel challenging. And so I do want to give some practical advice. I think you should look at the goal of the conversation as creating a safe space for an ongoing conversation, because this is something that we're going to experience throughout our lifetime. And you shouldn't enter the conversation with the goal of having an answer, an explanation for everything. So here's my 3 practical tips, and I call them the 3 A's. First of all, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that this is happening. Whether you see it on TV, whether you see it on social media, whether this is happening in your community or in your family, acknowledge that it's happening. The second A is to ask. Ask your kids what they have seen, what they have heard, and what they think about it. Kids are incredibly observant. They see things, they hear things, their friends talk about things. And kids oftentimes have really fresh takes on things. But we probably should just start with where they're at and try to understand that. And the third A is to affirm. Affirm and highlight that this is an important topic and this is worthy of discussion and that this is something you would like them to talk to you about. Now, they may not want to talk to you about it, and that's okay too, right? Because someday, if they come across this or if this affects them, they'll remember that you said you wanted to talk to them about it and they won't feel so alone and isolated. And I think that's a very powerful and supportive message.
Dr. Guo, that is such great advice. I'm going to keep that in mind with my own children who are 6 and 8 years old. I think you're right. Just opening that door is so critical.